Power on. Select your players.
Pierre, Sarah, Glenn.
Select your topic.
Games.
Select your format.
Entertaining podcast.
They're called the Button Boys. So make some fucking noise. 'Cause they're gonna talk about video gaming and stuff.
Button Boys.
I know you can't be fat, but in like 45 minutes we'll be done, so it's fine. It's Button Boys. Thank you so much for being part of this. That's Sarah Keyworth. That's Piano Belly. I'm Glenn Moore. It's a video games podcast.
What a horrible
Welcome.
intro. What a horrible intro.
I knew what you were doing, whereas Pierre's shock is quite damning, isn't it?
I was like, what are you saying?
Pierre was about to be like, yeah, I know.
'Cause you're a good actor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
You can snap right into it.
Yeah. That's why I think method acting is bullshit. I'm like, no, just do it.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of acting in movies, we have a Boyhood poster behind you, Sarah. Imagine if you had to watch that fucking film again.
I've never
Do
seen
you know
it.
what I mean? Like, imagine if you had to watch Boyhood again. I think about that a lot.
I've never seen
There's certain Oscar bait films where you go, oh, there's a time and a place, and that's just before the Oscars. And the moment the Oscars is over, you go, I'm not watching that.
Thank God I did my exam.
Yes, yeah.
I can be part of the cultural conversation.
Oh, the worst is when you do your revision, you watch a film, then doesn't get nominated for the Oscars, and you go, why did I watch that then?
It wasn't on the test.
Yeah, nice one. Why did I watch First Man with Ryan Gosling? Fucking why? Anyway, let's talk about games.
Yes.
What have we been playing?
Terra Invicta, ruining all of my life with its alien ships.
Have you made much progress in it?
Yes. Progress is being made.
Do you think you're going to complete a campaign?
On the moon of Ceres, Space Fleet Chungus.
Chungus?
Chungus.
Is that, do you get to name them yourself?
You can name them.
And did you name it Chungus?
Well, it was before it was Romeo 538, which is more authentic sounding.
Yeah.
But it was full of my very biggest ships.
Right.
So I called it Chungus.
As in Chimmy.
Oh, no, not as in Changas.
Oh, I see.
Just as
Yes,
in
that's a very large chimichanga. It's known as a chummy chungus.
a chummy Chungus. No, as in Big Chungus, the meme. The largest type of ship you can build is called a Titan, and you get to name the class of ship it is.
Okay.
So the ship will have its own name, like Bella Wood or whatever. Like it'll be but it'll be a Chungus class Titan. So most of the fleet are Chungus class Titans.
Nice.
There's a few Chunglet class cruisers.
Oh,
And there is a King Chungus class Titan which has a command deck, which
wow.
offers several bonuses to the fleet.
Nice.
And the moon of Ceres is very far out from the Earth, and it's a good place to launch a big Chungus fleet at the aliens, who I'm planning on absolutely slapping to bits.
So you're not trying to negotiate with them and deal with this?
That we're long past that.
This has been going on for a long time, hasn't it? Is this one campaign?
Lots of restarts for the first little while I was
When you say
playing.
restarts, you mean restarting from the very beginning or restarting an earlier save?
Very beginning, because you just realize that you made a mistake on day 2 that has just now hatched.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Where you just go like days and days and days and days into playing. The game then goes, and of course this will cost 100 gold. And you just go, how do I get gold? Never mind having saved up 100 by now. Do you know what I mean?
The sign that this has been on your mind a lot was I noticed you put in our Discord
Yeah.
when you didn't have access to the game.
I was listening to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucking great soundtrack though.
Okay, all right, good.
It's really good. It's great. Is this interesting? You be the judge. The soundtrack on Spotify is slightly different to what's actually in the game.
That's annoying.
There's only one track that is really different, and it's the same track, but in the one on Spotify, it's got a real like. Do
Do you think that's just because like somebody has done their best to make that sound the playlist?
No, it's official.
Oh.
I know.
That's weird. Is it not the sound mixing on your for your headphones compared to
No.
your computer?
It's like a beat is added that's been taken away in the main game.
Right,
And I
okay.
think it's because, bearing in mind, the game has been like open alpha and beta for 4 years.
So maybe the song's been in early access as well, and we've changed that.
I think they've changed it, yeah.
Wow.
And it's an outdated playlist.
Album should be in early access.
But it's an album.
Do you mean Taylor Swift should have an early one and people go, we don't like that song, and they go, okay, that track 7's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
She did make an edit once on a song.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, beta
Well, yeah,
testing.
well, with the Taylor's versions.
No. There was a song and people really didn't like a
Which
bit
one
of
was
it.
this?
Me.
People didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was the one where she goes, big plate of hot salt, feed me, big plate of hot salt.
Yeah, they cut it out.
Wait, I think Travis wrote this one.
Microwave
No, it
salt.
was an early song.
Put it in my mouth. She had pigtails. She had pigtails.
On her debut album, Taylor Swift.
I can sort of understand why Kanye stormed the stage on that one. Like,
Her hair was in pigtails. She was wearing false teeth.
it's grotesque Veruca Salt, who wanted salt.
Oh, my bloody salt. She was like swinging her head around. The whole video was filmed from behind. It was horrible. so they cut our big blood hot
She
salt.
did that at the Wembley shows. No.
No,
She did it in Dallas,
it's a
and there was a
fan
riot.
favourite.
So many people got injured because she did.
Because they were rushing to hear it.
They said they can't believe she's got the fucking
Well, have you heard
bollocks
Taylor's
to-
new sound?
Big blood hot salt.
Hot salt.
What is hot sauce?
It's just salt that's been needed. yeah, you fry it.
It's like something from the Bible.
Yeah. If you get big salt crystals, you put them in a pan and get really, really hot, and that's nice. Yeah.
But she retroactively changed the lyrics because they thought she was saying hot sauce.
Yeah. Yes. It was like the Starbucks lovers thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you
Hang on.
No, you've had your turn.
Hang on.
You've had your turn. You used your allotted time to fib about Taylor Swift.
Your maiden speech in
To
Parliament.
flick your fake pigtails
Say a
around,
bunch of fucking-
pretending to be Taylor Swift.
Go on. What's your conclusion?
Look, the big space. Space Fleet Chungus is going to launch very soon. Okay. And we're going to fuck up those aliens once and for all. And I can finally have some good news about Terra Invicta for once.
Yeah.
That's
Hot
what.
sauce.
What you mean?
Big blood,
It's
hot
not
salt. It's good. It's good. I like it.
I haven't played.
We got Wembley Stadium. Stadium? No, stadium. That's where you're performing, Taylor.
Okay.
Taylor Swift is a caveman in this one. Taylor play hot salt.
No like Tom Hiddleston.
I hope that now that I've made all this horrible stuff up.
Play the hot salt.
Big played hot salt.
Put it in a bowl.
Broke my heart.
Bowl.
She's going to write a song about Button Boys now. Why did you lie about all that salt?
It's a really nice,
Really amazing song.
Well, I don't sound like that.
I know, it's called Wembley Stadium.
What
I've
have
been
you
playing
played?
Mario Party over the
Hey.
weekend. Went away with my cousin and some friends and
Nice.
Louisa. And we played Mario Party all weekend.
It's so 10 years old that you still go away with your cousins. I don't know why.
I like it.
What have you got against cousins?
I don't know. One of my cousins
happened-
does listen.
what
and
happened
this
in
is
your
nothing to
past?
do with you. But I think there's a concept of a cousin. It's not like a real.
You're talking about the platonic cousin.
the platonic cousin, the
As
royal,
opposed to the-
royal
The
cousin.
real
As opposed to
cousin.
the what?
The real cousin.
Yeah. So you go. It's like not you, but obviously you know what I mean. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like not this, but this, that.
Like even if you had a really, really cool dad, you would still use the phrase dad rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
You know.
da.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or like, oh, does your dad like that? Whatever. But it wouldn't be about your really cool dad. It would be about the platonic dad, the dad of society.
Yeah.
You
Whereas
know?
when like an AI generated image emerges of like Batman and the Hulk having a hot dog eating contest, I'm like, oh, your cousin's gonna fucking love that.
My,
Do you know what I
my
mean?
cousin would love that.
There we go.
'Cause
My case closed.
My cousin is such a cousin.
So
He
Mario.
listens to this, he's going to be so mad. Yeah. At one point you said, I don't know why, you described something as such a cousin thing to do, and he screen recorded it, sent it to me, and just went, hey!
There you go. What's you talking about him?
Yeah.
Is this the one I
But
met?
he is a cousin. Yeah, you met that
Nice
cousin.
guy.
He's a real nice guy.
How's it going?
Bit of a cousin.
Not to me.
Okay.
To me, just a friend I haven't met yet.
Which your cousin?
Other people's cousins are friends you haven't met
You
yet.
met him.
What an insane fridge magnet that is to buy on holiday.
Cousins of
Just
friend
a friend you haven't met. I haven't met. What do you mean?
I've always depended on the kindness of other people's cousins.
Don't talk to cousins. There was a big don't talk to cousins campaign.
It's a cousin asking you to get in the van. Yeah.
They might claim they know your other relatives, and they do.
But that's no reason
Yeah.
to trust them. How was Mario Party?
Fun! It was a great time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've played Mario Party.
Does it have that Nintendo thing of being like, you can be any of the characters you know and love?
Yeah, but it's irrelevant because it doesn't matter which character you are.
But the list is always like Luigi, Mario, Peach, Bowser, and you go, and then it's like Screaming Mushroom, Flat Jim.
Former Enron CEO
Yeah.
Kenneth Lay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
Rocket
plays
Head
him.
Man.
Yeah.
Woman who works in HR.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
from Doom. Or something. You go, wait, was that Nintendo?
So what do you do in Mario Party?
It's mechanics of a board game.
Right.
So it's rolling a dice, and you'll move certain spaces, and you can get coins, and whoever's got the most coins will be in first place. But then you also have to get to specific places where there are stars, and if somebody acquires a star, you have to buy a star with a amount of coins. You're then in first place. So basically, the highest form of currency is stars.
Yeah.
The second tier of currency is coins, and it is just a race. You get like 10 dice rolls each to get to the star. Will move around the board to get to where it is, but obviously at different points, different positions on this board, kooky things can happen, and you could acquire new skills, and you can get things where you could swap places with people, or you can sabotage them, and you can lay traps, and then at the end of each round, you play a little mini game to get coins, and that's really fun. That's the bit I like.
Is
the
this a
most.
snakes and ladders aspect to it?
Yeah, it's a little bit snakes and laddersy.
I've never played it.
It's a
is it
really
old?
fun thing to do. I think it is. I think it is pretty old.
Right.
Yeah. But it's a really fun thing to do if you're just sort of like having a few drinks and kind of just like sitting around chilling.
Yeah. Party
Yeah.
games, couch
You can
co-op,
talk whilst
spoken-
you're playing,
Yeah.
and then the mini games are really varied and fun. It reminded me of when a while ago we were talking about Pokemon. I was telling about Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
And the mini games in that, and it's similar level of just fun, sort of stupid little.
What would
Yeah.
a minigame be in that?
It's a bunch of different ones. So, and there'll be like ones where it's like this is every man for themselves kind of thing, 4-player mini game, or it might be like there's one where it's 1v3. So the first one we played was called Cage Catch, and my little guy was in a pool, and I had to swim around as fast as I could, and then the other three had a cage. One of them could move it up and down, the other could move it left or right, and the other one pressed a button to put the cage down, and they had to try and catch me.
I like it.
So there's little stuff like that.
Yeah.
where, So I'm just like running, screaming. There's another one where Louisa's character was like this in this big robot with boxing gloves on, and she just had to try and punch us, and we had to move out the way. But all she could do was move forward and backwards, and then sort of rotate.
Is it a bit like Fall Guys? Like you're watching like Takeshi's Castle, it's a knockout style.
Kind
it's
of,
all just
yeah,
mad and yeah. Oh, I like that.
But very
Fall Guys is
fun,
great.
and very
Yeah.
relaxed. Nice.
I've been playing a mini games based game as well. I've been playing a game called Consume Me. Have you heard of Consume Me?
No, ugh.
No. This came out last year. When I describe it to you, you have to remember this game came out last year
Pronounced
because
consomme, Glenn.
if this game if this game had come out in 2005, society-wise, it would have been
Glenn's had 10 lemsips.
yeah, this would have been a wildly different game if it had come out in like 2005.
Oh, yeah?
So Consume Me is about a high school girl who's in like her final year of high school,
God, Glenn.
and she
You get this from that extra internet you have in your
shut up.
house.
This is a great indie game, very very celebrated. She
In certain
is
circles.
she's trying to diet. The game is about diet culture, and it comes with like trigger warnings and stuff at the beginning.
Oh,
Was this
God.
based on a manga?
No, I don't think it is, but it looks. The art style is very weird. It looks almost like it was made in like Microsoft Paint.
Oh.
But it's really look up the art style. It's really it's
Like
it's
Jim
really
will paint
rich.
it. Like
Oh,
realistic,
no.
but Microsoft Paint.
No, it's so hard to describe. It's very cartoony. But you play this high school girl and it's just going, it's the ups and downs of her life. It's like that Bo Burnham film, 8th Grade, but that in video game format. And the idea is this girl is on a diet. And it shows you how that diet just does not work. She's trying to only have 500, essentially calories, but bites per day. And so each day starts with you having a meal where it's like the inventory system in Resident Evil, where you basically have a grid and a bunch of like Tetris-shaped blocks of food you can put into that grid. And you're trying to have the right amount of calories to keep her, like, to hit her calorie count for the day. And obviously, foods like donuts and stuff like that are really conveniently shaped, and healthy foods are really wiggly shaped. You need her to be, like, healthy enough during the day so that she can do her activities. And her activities are like, there's even like essentially an ADHD minigame where if you choose one of the activities for the afternoon for her to do is to like try and do some revision, try and do some reading. And the way it works is because her concentration's all off, her head is rotating in one direction and the book is rotating in the other, and you're trying to get the book and her eyes to line up because they keep on just spinning round.
Do you feel seen?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's great. And so
I hate it when my head's spinning one way and the book's spinning the
you're
other.
trying to get her to do like her...
Book in your head just going,
Yeah, you're trying to get her to do like her household chores, but also trying to do like activities or like housework that will earn her money because she wants to be able to earn a swim. She wants to be able to buy a swimsuit because there's a big party coming up, but she wants to diet in time for that. And it's basically just this. You're both playing this game in which, as you're playing this game, you're like, I'm so aware of how bad for her mental health all this is, but it's just so well done, and it's one of the funniest games I've played in a long, long time.
funny.
It's so funny because of like obviously it's written about the person who created it. It's about her personal experience as a teenage girl. So when she was a teenager, and just how her ideas of life have been so skewed by like magazines and stuff like that. And so it's just you're playing these really, really fun mini games. These mini games are so fun, but the whole time you're like, this is so bad for you. Like everything you're doing is so bad for you. But it's just and it's so funny because it deals with those. Issues of life as a teenager, of like when she does eventually get like her first boyfriend and she like invites him around for the first time, the game introduces like this anxiety meter in the corner, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I know this is going to go wrong. Everything in the life you know is going to go wrong, but it's just it's like it's really heartwarming. It's like it is like thematically sad when you think about it. You go, oh, this is a shame that like this had to exist, but it's such a good idea for a game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It seems sort of dark comedy in a kind of what comedian would it do? Jordan Brooks kind of way.
Yeah, it's like if Jordan Brooks made a video game.
Yeah.
Because you go, because it's based on one person's specific life experiences, you go, this isn't as mean and cruel as you worry it would be. And again, as I said, if a game came out in 2005 about a teenage girl who's trying to diet, you'd be like, oh, Heat Magazine made this game. This is like the official Heat Magazine game, and there's no negative side effects. This is all about negative side effects.
Yeah.
And
They've used the Quake engine to make a dieting game.
And actually, this kind of brings us on to our subject of the day, because today's subject is just all questions. I've decided to source questions from you, the listeners, on the Discord.
Up to you.
But all gaming related. So I figured this all keeps it on track. It's not going to deviate too much. But one of the questions we did receive was, what game would you show? Like, would you show someone who isn't into games? Not what games are like, but what games can be. And for me, Consume Me is like that. You go, there's nothing else like that.
So a game that you go, this is the last thing you would expect a game to be.
Kind of, yeah. What's the most non-game game you've played?
Button Boys.
I think everyone knows that you can have first-person shooters. Everyone knows or feels like they know you can have side-scrollers.
Yeah.
Sims, people kind of know about. So you'd have to pick one of the really avant-garde ones, like something like Blueprints, something like Obra Dinn, where, or one of the incredibly historically like fiddly and complicated ones. It depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
Because if the person is like a nerd, but a nerd who's snobby about video games, then I would pick Blueprints if they were like a crossword person.
Yeah.
Because that will win them over.
Yeah.
And if they were a history nerd but they score in video games, I would pick like Europa Universalis IV or any number of the other.
Yeah, because you go, if they've got this right.
And yeah, and they go, look, you can simulate the Council of Nicaea, and you can choose which creed to follow. Or what, and they'll go, wow, that's amazing. Dominic Sandberg tweeted about Hearts of Iron 4.
Right.
And someone was, because people have been telling him, like, oh, you should play this game because of history and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I liked it. I didn't understand it, but I could, like, once I realized the scope of the detail in Hearts of Iron, I realized it would ruin my life. So I stopped playing.
Good. Nice, yeah.
But that's the kind of game you would show that guy, right? So you
Yeah.
almost got to tailor it. If it's someone who'd like, or thinks that sport is the best thing, they should already know about FIFA, though, so...
Well, maybe
I
something like
think-
Football Manager that's even more
Yeah.
involved.
If it's somebody who thinks that games are sort of pure fast-paced violence,
It's just Street Fighter
yeah,
on an arcade machine.
something like Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, I guess, would be
Yes.
like a perfect kind of this is halfway between. Or a split between a movie, a book, and a game. Or
Yeah.
something.
What remains of Edith Finch?
Yes,
Perfect
yeah,
example.
yeah.
Because it's made up of
Pap-
mini games as well.
Papers, Please.
Yeah. This question comes from Zoc. What was the first game you ever completed?
Zoc, thank you for asking, Zoc.
Muppets Inside.
You've completed it.
Muppets Inside. It was a CD-ROM
Yeah,
for
you
Windows
mentioned
93.
Before, where they like invade your computer.
The Muppets are inside your computer, and you have to get them out.
Right.
The Swedish chef is in the hard drive somewhere. He's in a version of Doom, where you are the Swedish chef and you go around a maze that is exactly like Doom. And I didn't know that at the time because I hadn't played Doom.
Yeah. But this is in the game.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
part of the game. There's a Doom parody level.
Right.
It's the Swedish chef going around
So
a
he's
maze.
in hell. He's in
Yeah,
hell.
well, no, because he's just in a maze, which is the basement of a kitchen that he's
Right.
working in.
Oh yes,
And you've
you
got
have
a whisk.
mentioned this before. Yeah.
And you whisk up lemons, and they become a lemon curd pie.
Right.
And you whisk up a tomato, and it becomes like tomato soup. And you eat it, and you go, and you get more health, and yeah, very
Wow.
satisfying. But we completed the Muppets Inside, and in between each level, you get to watch classic clips of the Muppets.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
even
very.
even in the 90s.
That's very 90s.
Such pleasures were possible.
What was yours?
I think I might have completed Crash Team Racing.
Really? So
Yeah.
is there like end credits at the end or something like
Yes,
that?
yeah. There's a progression of a story. You move from different environments. There's like a sort of ice-based frozen one. And there's
Yeah.
like a
Yes, that's
deserty one.
right.
Yeah, and I even because you enter the levels, these sort of like launch pads, I guess. But even the areas around where the levels are kind of fun to explore as well.
Yeah.
A book, a book.
Yes, the Booga Booga.
And to you as well. I think it would have been Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain for me. I think I respected games more where I knew it was really
The
lengthy.
first game you should finish shouldn't have that many nouns in it.
Right, yeah. A vampire game. A third-person
The
open story.
Muppets, the Bandicoot, and
And Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain. We
Yeah.
play Raziel, who's from Nosgoth and is a vampire. But I think I bounced off, even though I really loved stuff like Spyro the Dragon and Tomb Raider, I think for some reason they just hadn't captured my imagination. And Spyro seemed so like light and slight that I really liked the idea of something, but I knew it was going to be lengthy and take up loads of my time. So I remember the first one was Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain, and the second one was Final Fantasy IX, because I couldn't believe my like 9 or 10-year-old self couldn't believe when I opened this. The case was like twice the thickness of other PlayStation 1 games, and it had 4 discs, and I was like, how? Like, how?
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
just
yeah.
was like, well, I have to see this through to the end. I loved being halfway through the second disc of Final Fantasy IX, being like, I'm already 50 hours into this game, and I know that after this is another disc, and not only that, but after that disc, there's another disc after that. Just
Yes.
knowing I was already so far in, but there was so much more to go.
plenty of food on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good.
It's almost like an infinite pie.
Yeah.
Every slice I take, there seems to be plenty left.
What? This can count. What was everyone's favourite gaming generation and why? So this might be tricky for you because you weren't a console person. But if you consider the eras of PS1 being, say, like 1995 to about 2000, and then PS2 being about, and Xbox being like 2000 through to about 2005, and then PS3 and Xbox 360 was from there to about 2013, and then that PS4 generation was all the way up until lockdown.
There's generations of PC with like real-time strategy and stuff.
So you mean like late 90s? So like that would have been Age of Empires and Command and Conquer.
I mean, there were so many.
Late 90s and 2000.
Yeah, that was the golden age. I mean, that's still been unbeaten. So that's like 98 to 2004.
Yeah, because they either all still have sequels now, or each game is a reimagining of what they try to do. What was
Unbeatable.
yours?
PS2 or PS4, I think.
I think PS4 is the best generation, probably.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, for what? But
Had a lot
I
of
don't know
impact.
whether this is like thinking about like where I was at in my life with the PlayStation 2, or just how much the jump between PS1 and PS2 felt.
PS1 to
Even in
PS2
the
was
way,
unbelievable.
even in how the consoles looked, it was just it felt like we were in the future. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
PS2 is when they started being like, it should be black and
Yes.
sleek. And
And it was the
it looks like a skyscraper.
that was like the longest generation of console I had as well. That's the longest. Like that took me through from say I don't know, got one in like say 2003, and that kept me going until I didn't get PS3 until like 2008, I think. And
Yeah,
so
and PS2 is the first one where the disc just sort of slips in, as opposed to you have to like flap it open.
no
and-
tray.
yeah.
But then PS3 was the first to have like no memory cards. You just go,
Oh,
we
crazy.
just say that felt like the sleekest because that felt like a Star Wars spaceship. But PS3 wasn't as memorable, even though you've got like Uncharted 2 and Last of Us. I think PS4, considering the first PS4 game I got was The Witcher 3. And that is one of my happiest gaming memories, was starting that for the first time. And then knowing within that generation, you also had like Uncharted 4 and God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2. So many amazing ones. I think each generation is better. Like,
Well, I never had a PS3. So it was
that
like
you,
I was
you
like I
didn't
was
miss
in a,
out.
it
That
was
was
like
the
I was
weakest
in a
one.
coma between 2 and 4. So then when I got my PlayStation 4, it was like I'd woken up in the future and the cars were flying.
Yeah, that's crazy to skip out the PS3
Whereas,
because the PS3 is a nice stepping stone.
I can't believe what they're doing. Spider-Man is really swinging through the building.
Yeah.
Because each like the generation now, of course, is better than previous generations. But I think in terms of quality, but I think in terms of it being memorable,
Oh,
that was really special.
Yeah.
I played Vice City on the PSP.
How did that feel?
Amazing, because I'm playing a game as big as GTA on
Yeah.
essentially a kind of weird Game Boy.
Here we go. Thrillo. As Keys didn't vibe with Breath of the Wild, what other critically acclaimed games have any of we bounced off outright or just disliked?
I don't
So
know
we've been
why you
told it's
think I
amazing.
didn't vibe with it.
It was the climbing more than anything else. I've got two questions here about specifically your attitude towards the climbing in Breath of the Wild. Were any games where you're like, this is massive, people love it, and you've just gone, oh, fuck this.
Sorry to bring him up again, but my cousin
Yeah.
was playing Tears of the Kingdom, and he showed me his build of Link, and he's I don't know how many hours into this game.
You've got so many hearts.
And
And
my mind was blown. It was like a completely different guy.
it's a different height.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got all this like gear on and the shit that he can do and all the arrows and all the food he's got. I was like, fuck.
Did he show you like the Sky Islands and stuff like that? Did you
He
have a
didn't
look at
take
the
me
map?
around.
Okay, you didn't want a guided tour.
He just showed me who he was.
Yeah. But what
Yeah.
have you tried where you're like, I've been told this is so good and it's just not going in?
Elden Ring.
I couldn't believe that I was so happy when you bought Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And you gave it like an hour and I couldn't believe it. And you were like,
few
I know what this
hours.
is.
You
I was
know
just like-
after an hour, though. I
But you
think,
said
with
you
a game.
used the words, I know what this is.
Yeah.
But weirdly, I was with your agent last night and he bought you Last of Us. And
Yeah.
he said you said the exact same thing to him about that, where you said, I know what this is.
I haven't even loaded it up yet. It's installed on
That's
Steam.
fucking crazy.
But I've seen the show now.
But you've got to play it. It's
I
different.
I know, but
The problem with games like The Last of Us is that if you bang the drum too much, people just are not going to play it. And it's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I would just love to, and I've told them over and over again, please play it.
Yeah.
You go, they're not going to do it.
the trouble is with Elden Ring, and this is pre me playing Dark Souls for this podcast.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd like it now, but it was sold to me as like, oh, this is amazing, this whole world and amazing. I didn't. You sold Dark Souls to me better when you said there's all this lore, but it doesn't
just
make
ignore
sense.
it, yeah.
But it doesn't make sense. It's like flavor that has patches where you can sort of, and I guess.
You have to trust that everything is there for a reason. They haven't just gone like, I guess this is the Skeleton Kingdom. You go, no, every statue is like, if you looked into it, you'd go, there was a king who put that there many years ago. You go, I'm not fucking reading that, but it's nice to know the effort was put in.
And also, like it's fragmented, and the gods will do this, and the talking snake, blah blah blah. But Elden Ring, the intro was so my conspiracy theory, and this is just a conspiracy theory or a joke, whichever is most legal for me to say, is that because they're like, oh, George R.R. Martin is like
Wrote it with, yeah.
I think he stuck his name on it. I think he went over it with a pencil and went, Graknor, no, call them Bithnoth.
The loathsome dung eater.
Loathsome dung eater. Poo 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 poo. I think he just went through and went, change Mr. Poo poo to the loathsome dung eater. Bing bang bong, job's a good one. Because the story is the same as The Witcher.
You
Where it's
think
like
that
a hole appeared in the sky, and that's why goblins now.
You think that they put a stamp in his hand and then made his hand stamp it?
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
dead for years. He's been dead for years. We were like, when's the next Game of Thrones? There isn't one.
I think
Dead for months.
I think he didn't put down his pina colada while he went over their kind of the general fantasy of Elden Ring. The intro at the start is so like broad and like it's appealing in the same way that a generic action movie appeals to me.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, God damn it, this is my crime scene. That's a very generic bit of dialogue, but I'm still going like, oh, a crime scene.
You think they tucked the contract for it in and amongst a bunch of autographs?
Yeah.
As a sin.
Like when Wyclef Jean got done for breach of contract in that Virgin Media advert and he goes to prison. Wyclef, honey, mama wants some love. I haven't made that up.
What are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
god, no, I know exactly what you
for
mean.
All right, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he get married? This is what I was saying.
He gets stuck married in like this trailer.
Yeah.
And this kid's like, you ain't my real daddy. And he's having to do the ironing. And what happens is eventually in a separate advert, he breaks out of this trailer and he runs away. And he gets into a police officer's car and he goes, Wyclef Jean, I'm arresting you on breach of contract. And then he goes to this big, like, what's essentially Azkaban, this huge prison.
Yeah.
And then he's next to this big, like, white supremacist in the shower. And he goes, hey, superstar, pass the soap. And so that's how they end. What a naughty's joke to make.
I'm going to have to look this up
Go right ahead.
because this is just... Those adverts used to frighten me.
What are you talking about?
Wyclef Jean, it's a Virgin advert, and basically what happens is he's leaving a gig.
Who is he?
What? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Right? We can't even start there. But he's done a concert, he leaves, and a woman's like, Wyclef, I'm your biggest fan. And he signs an autograph.
Oh, God, it's really
and then
bringing
she
it
holds
all
open,
back.
it's like a marriage contract. She goes,
Right.
I think the fan is legally binding.
Okay.
And it was basically, be careful what you sign for.
Gross.
Yes. So do you reckon if you retried Elden Ring now, knowing having played Dark Souls, you'd be like, my attitude, I'm going into this with a correct mindset?
I think I'd like it a lot more, but I do still think that a lot of the fantasy and like, you know, world building, sort of adding a bit of color aspects of the storytelling is a bit AI.
Fine.
Where they just go, and you'll never guess what. There's a character whose head is kind of a skull, and he kind of lives underground in Hades. And
You need to not
I
care.
know, I know about
you
this.
need to not care
But
about
it was
that.
sold to me.
I know.
as
I
the
don't know what.
No, but by everyone online is like, this is the pinnacle of the imagination. This makes Tolkien look like fucking Alan Bennett. This makes all of that look like
Alan
northern.
Bennett catching strays.
Yeah.
Well, this makes it look like a kitchen sink.
Frodo Baggins, fuck off.
This
Alan.
makes Tolkien look like a kitchen sink northern drama. Wow, Elden Ring. And I went on and it was like, in this game, there are elves and they're very beautiful and thin. And you go, I know, I've seen this.
Elves. I've seen Orlando Bloom.
Do the dwarves have a big beard and a big axe?
You think I
Go
haven't
into
seen all
it
that?
now with your right mindset. I think you'd really enjoy it.
I don't think he's in the right mindset.
Well, okay, how about this then? How about this?
Wyclef Jean Marriage Simulator.
This is from Null. I like this question. Because we spoke about The Last of Us. What in a game, what game has moved you the most? Not necessarily crying, but what game has most emotionally got you?
What Remains of Edith Finch is pretty...
Yeah.
It'll get you.
That really, that was a real sitting in silence for quite some time afterwards. I have cried at games.
Have you?
Last of Us Part 2.
Uh-huh.
I was like so glad I was home alone.
Devastating.
I was like inconsolable for like 3 separate moments.
Really?
Disco Elysium.
It took me a long time
Oh.
to accept that was the reality of what they'd done in that game.
Yeah.
You know when you're watching like a TV show and they kill off someone and you're like, no, they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
He's gonna open his eyes in a second.
Yeah, Gandalf's back. He's
Yeah.
going to be back. He's
Gandalf's-
back, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they
yes,
don't come
yes.
back. That was crazy.
But that I was more
The shock of it.
surprised because at least Last of Us, you go, this looks like a film, looks like a TV show. Disco Elysium being predominantly a text-based adventure,
Yeah.
and it's and with that sort of isometric viewpoint, I couldn't believe that I was like crying at this game.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable. It's so poetically written. But that's definitely mine. But what remains of Edith Finch is a solid one as well.
Yeah, I think that would be the one.
Pro to Destroy. What's your favourite DLC or expansion?
Ooh, the New World. Age of Empires 2, the New World.
What was in that?
Aztecs and Mayans.
Oh, that's a big step.
That's a big step to the
Yeah.
New World. That was very, very good.
I'm going to say Cyberpunk, where they just
Popped all the dicks back in.
popped all the dicks back in.
Yeah.
But not they redid the entire RPG system, which was incredible. But they introduced Idris Elba's character, who in my head, when I think of Cyberpunk, I'm like, it's like the main character in Cyberpunk. And it's like, no, just DLC. So that was pretty impressive. The DLC is incredible for Cyberpunk. But I do have to say the greatest for me of all time, The Witcher Blood and Wine, where
Yes, that's very good.
not only had you had these two huge maps of Velen and the Skellige Isles, but the DLC suddenly went, oh, how about the south of France? How about the south of France? And it was just
how lovely.
because you're
In
in all
the
these
summer.
grimy environments where all these like people are
Provence.
just hanging from trees. It's just awful.
And everyone is damp, and you're damp.
Everyone's done, and you suddenly go to the south of France, and it's like rolling meadows, and you can, and people are just having like glasses of wine outside, and there's so many like taverns, and it's got a different kind of coziness, and there's a fairy tale element because the Kingdom of Toussaint is this huge like the castle in Magic Kingdom. It's unbelievable,
Yeah.
and that was like 30 to 40 hours of extra game with
That's
a
a
whole
lot.
new storyline.
I'd say it's a pretty solid tie between Sims University, Sims. There was a romance one. Was it like Hot Date or something?
Hot date.
And Sims Pets.
Nice. What was so university? Did they suddenly like it showed you their like college campus?
You could have it on a college campus, and it introduced a sort of adolescent tier in the aging process. So before it was just like child, teenager, adult, elderly person,
Yeah.
and there was like a young adult.
So now did you have this period where like 8 times a day the teenager was just pixelated in their own bedroom? Hunched over a laptop.
Yeah, pretty much. And I like that.
Whatever, no nabo,
Yeah. And if you combine it with Sims
Is
Pets,
that only time they speak English? If you knock on the door, but just a second.
Wow, man, cool now.
so the language is a complete affectation.
Yeah. It's just them messing
And when
about.
they panic, they just
No,
speak
no, no, no.
English.
Okay.
Karepo po no
The
patawanking.
mother's going, in Simblish, s'il vous plaît.
Trisma, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh,
I don't know.
what's wrong with you?
What?
I'm killing Bulbasaur for sure.
Kill Bulbasaur. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh, what? You gonna fuck him?
No, kill him. As
Kill
in
him
fuck
and fuck him.
Yeah, I think.
Who's making the rules?
All three.
Marry Charmander because I feel like that's like the iconic one of the three. That's like the canon one. And so as a result, we'd have to fuck Squirtle.
No.
No?
I like Squirtle the most.
Squirtle is handy when you're up against a ferocious fire.
Yes, that's
Opponent.
fair.
But this isn't really about battles, is it? It's about sexual chemistry.
And killing and marrying as well. So there's a,
If you marry Charmander, you don't have to
Longevity of life.
free energy.
free energy, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah. Is this about sort of who would be a good partner?
I see the marry as that's what I look at. I'm like, but we're taking romance out of that almost entirely.
Yeah.
And we're going, what's the practicality of that? That's not how I view marriage in general.
Well, yeah, then Bulbasaur's got to go, really.
Bulbasaur's got to go.
A
Useless
lot
and
of
disgusting
what he brings to the
look
table
at.
you could sort of do with a green thumb.
And again, horrible to view.
Yeah.
Bird's Nest, biggest gaming letdown. What were you like so excited about? And then when you played it, you were like, oh, not what I wanted.
Maybe not so excited about it, but the biggest letdown is Blop 7. Just fuck.
That was shit. That was shit. It was shit because 6 was great.
Do you think it's inevitable that a great game will always be followed up with a disappointment game?
I think in the franchises where they churn them out almost yearly,
Yeah.
or every couple of years. So your Assassin's Creeds, your Call of Duties, I think you get a good one in every 3.
I think mathematically, it's, yeah. You can't break the Guinness World Record every day. Right?
World's oldest man can.
True.
So yeah,
Okay.
and that's all we've got time for.
There's a concept called regression to the mean.
Right.
So the more extreme the data point is, the more likely it is the next data point will be closer to average.
Okay.
Which is why,
And it also means that sometimes you just go back to being nasty.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Starfield for me. like the reason I bought an Xbox. And was so excited. I mean, the fact I spent essentially like more than £200 on Starfield, and the fact that it was like, oh well, Skyrim was an unbelievable experience, and Oblivion before that was so incredible. I love Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Was so excited to see what Bethesda had cooked, and they made a space game from 2004. It was just and I couldn't believe the loading screens, relentless loading screens, characters who looked strangely uncanny with glassy eyes and wobbly heads like the head from Art Attack, a storyline I just couldn't get on board with, and procedurally generated planets that just weren't exciting to explore. The fun thing about Skyrim and Oblivion and Fallout 4 was here is this one locked-in space that you're moving across. And in Starfield, it was like, no, here's these different planets. I think the nature of the game just didn't work and it didn't click. I think it was doomed from the off. But that's the one where I'm like, well, that's the most I've ever spent on a game.
Yeah.
So it's got to be that.
For me, sorry. Split Fiction. Sorry.
Really?
But I was so excited about it. So this is proportional to the level of excitement.
Because you've been making your way through it. You haven't finished it yet, have you?
Not yet,
I haven't
no.
finished it either.
So I two things can be true. This could be a great game, and I can also be disappointed by it. But that's because I was so impressed with It Takes Two.
It Takes Two was insane.
So I was like, oh, we're leveling up.
Yeah.
And I think It Takes Two was a better game than Split Fiction.
I feel this way about...
Sorry. I liked both.
I love...
Sorry.
I'm not disappointed by it. I love Resident Evil Requiem, but it's a greatest hits of everything they've done in Resident Evil before. In the same way that, like, Uncharted Lost Legacy, the one we play as Nadine and Chloe, is brilliant, but you go, all the set pieces are from previous Uncharted games. I was a bit involved in a train. There's a bit involved in it. Like, you've done all those before. I quite like this, actually. This is from Betsy. Are any of your older generations of relatives gamers?
No.
Yes. I
Your
think I mentioned
grandmother.
my grandmother who
Of course.
completed Crash Bandicoot
Yeah.
99.9 every crystal.
I played Toka touring cars with my granddad and Colin McRae Rally, but that's because we got a PlayStation for Christmas, and when all the relatives came over, he just wanted to, like, the controller was just being passed around because we couldn't believe what we were seeing.
My uncle, who's in his 70s, I don't know if he does anymore, but he would play Age of Empires 2 online, like multiplayer.
Really?
My dad played Command & Conquer, and he had Red Alert as well.
Whoa.
Because he used to have his various campaign save states, all just saved as Roger, because his name is Roger Moore. And he used to hate the fact that all my save states were like, bum, 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 because I was like 6 years old.
Yeah,
and he was like,
yeah.
can you just say Glenn? Just say Glenn. Just say like, you know, whatever they're called, the Land of Nod.
That's
Who were the
funny.
Baddies called?
Nod.
Nod. Okay, right. It's not the Land of Nod.
Land of Nod.
They're calling them some of the sleepiest bad guys of all time.
My mum and gran would play Game Boy games. Like,
My uncle had a Game Boy. It was the first console I ever saw. Like old school Game Boy where it was all green.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen any of my older relatives holding a console.
Apart
Yeah.
from to be like, you've left this on the floor.
Yeah, tidy this up right now.
And they hold it like
It's going to explode.
like they've never seen it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're holding it like across the middle.
Yeah. Like how everyone holds an N64 controller for the first time. When you hold it either side.
Yeah,
And people
yeah.
are like, it's actually the middle one and the right one.
Well, it's just like
would I fucking know that?
palming the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
holding the
Palm
whole thing.
across the joystick.
Like how you'd show it in an advert where it looks like the hand is coming out the billboard.
Yeah.
Like someone holding a Blockbuster card.
Yeah.
We have got so many more questions, and thank you so much everyone on Discord who's provided these. Let's carry this on the Patreon, which you can listen to right now, by the way. If you're not a Patreon subscriber and you like the podcast and you want to support it, the best way you can do that is signing up to our Patreon. It's £5 a month, but you get access to extra episode every single week, plus access to the entire back catalogue of all the Patreon episodes we've done so far. For every main episode, there's been a Patreon episode. We've even got an elite tier where once a month you get an extra bonus episode with a comedian, special guest friend of ours. You can listen to Celia Piccola, Phil Wang, Christopher MacArthur Boyd on that tier right now. If you want to support the podcast and you wouldn't like to do it financially, you can sign up to the free tier of the Patreon. You get access to the Discord. If you're wondering where the questions came from this episode, they came from the Discord. So if you join that, you can always shoot questions our way. We're going to head over to the Patreon right now, but thank you so much for listening in the first place. Really appreciate it. If you want to show your support on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, give us a like, a rating, a review, subscribe, and hopefully see you on the Patreon. Thank you so much for being part of Button Boys. We will, of course, be back next week. But thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Pierre. I've been Glenmore. We'll see you in about 10 seconds' time.
Take it away, Taylor.
Big blade hot sauce. Big blade hot sauce.
Button Boys.